Why, hello, it's me, Mr. Sasaki. This one is a good one because it kind of applies to me and sort of more advanced players who, they need to learn something, but they don't have their instrument for whatever unfortunate reason, and it's like, I gotta learn something, like what do I do, right? So these are the things that work for me, okay? So obviously, the first of all is you should have your music. So in this case, I'm looking at a screen, and here's Cello Suite Number 1 Prelude. So you can do score study, right? You can write in bowings, you can write in fingerings, all right? You can also watch a video like this, right? Mr. Sasaki. Right? So you can either listen audio-wise, or you can watch a YouTube video where you see audio and visual together, or even better, that I like to do with my students even, is this. Oop, let's see if I can get it to work. There we go. Okay, so if you can follow along, let's just quiet Mr. Sasaki down a little bit. So if you can follow along the music while you're hearing it and point to it, it kind of creates yet another connection, right? It's that visual connection of you're just really into it and you're following that along. I love to do this with my students because it helps with their note reading. They get to see they get to hear it and really follow along, and I could say stop, or I'll stop the recording, and then where are you? And then we'll find out the truth. Like, were they able to find out? If not, here we are. Let's start again, and like keep it going. Stop. Where are you? It's a good exercise, but for students, but for learned adults, this can be really good too. Just to kind of keep your focus. Just really follow that line. Especially if it's a new piece, you really don't want to get lost. You just kind of want to follow along and be like, this is the flow. You just kind of get used to it. It's really a neat approach that I like. And then finally, this is the one that seems like the most kind of like weird and like possibly dumb looking, is to visualize. So if I'm going to do Bach Cello Suite Number 1 Prelude, right? Imagine, the more you can use your imagination, visualization to make it as real, feel the muscles, feel everything moving, your breath. Feel the elbow, string crossings, right? Fingering. Right? The more you can do that and really just be in state and really focus on the feeling and the sound that you're expecting to get, the better it's going to be. Because I've seen this happen at music camp where we've done this experiment, this visualization. They're like doing their thing. They're like, this is so dumb, but they're doing it anyway. Air violin, right? And then we give them their instrument back, and then they play, and it sounds amazing. Like, I'm like, whoa, what happened? I think it's because, part of it is because you don't want that, what you just did to be like, look like so silly that it didn't work. You kind of want it to work. That's one thing, yes, on the pragmatic side. But the other side of it is, I think it's a different path to learning, right? It's kind of like a different approach, right? When we use our brain in a different way, it gets in deeper somehow, and it helps us learn. So that's my practical tips for you, okay? So definitely you should have your score. You should do some score reading. You should do listening. You can do both at the same time. You can follow along. And you should try visualization. Try it. Because, you don't have your instrument. It's the next best thing. And you might be surprised with the results.